What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we finna talk about your second round pick, Sam Williams, out of Ole Miss. They say he been making an impact with them sacks, so you know we gotta talk about that. Let's go. Okay, word on the streets that Sam Williams was a monster in minicamp. In the one practice that we had, you know, Mike McCarthy counseled the other two. You know, he said he wanted to do some team building activities and got fined for $100K. So I hope it was worth it. You know, they went to play mini golf, pinochle, you know, tonk, spades, whatever they went and did. Hopefully it helps and builds the team back together. But they say young Sam Williams was blowing up plays left and right. They say he would have probably had 4 sacks, and most of them was against the 5th rounder Matt Waletzko. So let's not get too carried away. Let's not get too manic about him showing up and showing out in practice. But we knew that Matt Waletzko was gonna struggle coming out with strength and with power. And Sam Williams is built like a grown man out the gate. So I can imagine that Sam probably beat him on a couple of those bull rushes and stuff like that. I'm sure Matt Waletzko wasn't able to handle that level of power. He is a big athletic guy with some good footwork, but he's not ready for that pure brute force like Sam Williams had to offer. They did say Sam got around Terrence Steele at least one time, so not to be alarmed, but you know, everybody's gonna lose at least one rep. Nobody is the greatest of all time out here. You will lose a rep. That's a normal occurrence in the NFL. So that's good that Sam Williams getting some positive responses and positive feedback coming from him in this camp. As I said in my video I made about him, he is 6'4", runs a 4.4 at 265. That's an animal type package right there. That's a crazy combination with size and strength and power. Sam Williams is an animal. I think Dan Quinn is licking his chops to get with this guy, work up some kind of nefarious defensive scheme just for Mr. Sam Williams. He probably gonna use them all over the board. I wouldn't be surprised if Dan Quinn has all kind of packages for this man. You know he is a Bama boy coming out of Mobile, Alabama. You know, if you ask around, we just built a little different. You know, I'm just saying, he is different. We cut from a kind of different cloth than some of these guys. So you know he's gonna be relentless. He's gonna be one of those type guys. He got that dog mentality. It's just in him. Now let's not get too carried away. This is the underwear Olympics. They don't even have pads on just yet. This isn't the real deal Holyfield just yet. This is only practice, so let's not get too carried away. Let's take it with a grain of salt. But I really do think this guy got a lot of potential, and I think a lot of these fans are sleeping on him. For some reason, I don't understand. Like, he just didn't wreck the SEC last year, had 12.5 sacks, had some of the best offensive linemen in the draft on his highlight reel, like Mr. Charles Cross out of Mississippi State and a few others, you know. But I don't understand why everybody's sleeping on him. I think this guy has a lot of potential. I think he gonna show up out the gate. If he's awarded the opportunities, which I think he is, you know, Dan Quinn pretty much requested this guy. Dan Quinn said he would love to work with him, and once he got his opportunity, he was on the board. I'm pretty sure he stood on the table for him. So he's a Dan Quinn project, and I know Dan knows exactly what he want to do with Mr. Sam Williams. He only had 1.5 sacks less than Aiden Hutchinson, so he was the second overall pick. That just blows your mind to see we got a player like this in the second round with this much potential. But I believe Dan is gonna make this guy into a monster. I believe the sky's the limit. I believe whatever he's allowed to do, he will exceed at it. We don't even need him to be a star at the moment. We do have Dante Fowler. We do have Dorrance Armstrong. I believe this is gonna be a crazy talented unit on this defensive line, even without Mr. Randy Gregory. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.